Dude, we have so much to cover. We've got Charlie Kirk. We've got the mayor giving away the coin toss at the start. We've got the win by a point.
Yeah, there's a lot. Fucking controversy stuff.
Dude, I saw the GWN. Pull that mic in front of you. You're a bit down. Give it. You're here at the moment.
Yep.
Be here.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. Sweet.
I saw the GWN clip that they made on Facebook with no comments turned on. And, like, obviously it performed better than basically anything they've done recently. And it's like, this is the breaking news, guys.
Yeah.
What? Be better. Hey,
Mate,
be better.
Be so much better. Like, I get it. Like, I get it's a bit touchy, but he's in a, like, the theme was, like, famous dead people. So it wasn't, like, probably a little bit bad on our part, but, like,
No.
like as a club.
You know the worst thing the club did? Apologise.
Yeah. But, like, and, like Charlie Kirk, like, yeah, as much as it's touchy subject at the moment, all this sort of stuff's going on. Like, he's an American politician. He's quite famous. I don't see any issue with it. Like, generally, I have no issue with it. But, like, there's always going to be those people that just want to, I wouldn't say put us down, but put us down. You know what I mean? So,
okay, couple things. You went dressed as
Freddie Mercury.
Did Freddie Mercury's family get offended?
Yeah.
Wait, did they even know? Do they know who South Bunbury are? Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
Now I get it. It's because we'd be offending the family because you're in constant communication with the family, and they would be upset if they knew that your coach was it coach?
No, it was our president.
President?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that makes it even more. Yeah, I get it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Like, you probably don't want to say it. I'll say it for you.
Yeah.
It's not news.
I mean, it's not news at all. It's just like a grab, especially after the week we've had as a club. It puts a little bit of a dampener on it, but, like, it doesn't at the same time. Like, it obviously stains it a tad, but I tell you what, in 30 years, I'll be going to a 30-year reunion and that won't be brought up. Like, it will never be.
Yeah,
no one will remember.
Exactly.
So it's sort of like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Really, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I can't really say much else on it. I'm just like, whatever.
Dude, you know, I was just talking about this with someone, like, literally just on the phone before. Football is a rough, I'm not going to say a men's sport because it's men's and women's, but it's a rough, like, you're out there, it's a team sport, it's a rough sport, and it's just, at the end of the day, it's who scores the most amount of points or goals.
Yep.
Right? I know, I'm not in football. I know Mad Monday is a pure manifestation of all of that energy.
Yep.
Good or bad as to the year's results, good or bad, it's letting it all just fucking hang out and doing the thing. Mad Monday or Mad Sunday this year had a theme.
Yep.
The theme was dead people. They dressed up as a dead person. Where's the problem?
We did our best to keep it in house. I thought, you know, we hired out an area at a pub at the Prince, the top floor, so, like, no one would see us. We wouldn't disturb anyone because it was a Sunday. So, like, you know, like, Sunday, you know, people around town, you never know who you might see or what you might go by. You know what I mean? So we're like, how about we just, instead of being in the public eye of everyone hopping from pub to pub, let's just have one area to ourselves. Like, and it's ours all day.
Yep.
Like, from 10 a.m., which is when we got there, to, it would have been 6, 7 o'clock when we left.
That's a good session.
Yeah, I think a few boys might have even gone to the Rose with a few of the Bunbury boys. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, like, as much as it's like there's conflict or whatever you want to call it, like.
So it's not just your team; it's all the teams.
No, all it depends on, like, when your team finishes. It's common that so we call it Silly Sunday. It's on a Sunday, Mad Monday or Monday. AFL clubs do, like, Wacky Wednesday because obviously that's their job, so they can do it whenever they want.
Yeah.
But it's usually the day after your final game as a club. So obviously we played in the grand final, so it was the day after the grand final, and it's been like that for the last 4 years, fortunately, because either our reserves or our league have been in the grand final for the last 4 years. So, yeah, it's always the day after the grand final. And, like, last year, I think we did like a tour to Fridge, like a pub tour to Fridge. And then the year before that, I think we caught a bus up to, like, Waroona and then did all the pubs. So we went furthest point first, and then just a bus took us back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
because you got like 20 minutes between each stop as well.
Exactly. So like Pinjarra, I might have gone to Pinj. Not too sure, but you know what I mean. Like the Wokel up, like just all that sort of stuff. Just sort of hit pubs, and then I think we might have went to the farm, and then finished up at like the Hollow because it's South Bunbury pub. You know what I mean? Like it's in South Bunbury, so. And then everyone just sort of disperses from there, and then leave the bus at the footy club and clean it the next morning.
And remember that you got to fucking go to work the next day.
Yeah, that's always the rough bit.
Rough gig.
But first grand final this year that it was on a Saturday.
Yeah,
in a long time. Like I don't know if they've done it in the past, but I hope the Southwest Football League listens to this, because all we care about is, like, as players, we just want to play on Saturdays. We don't like going to work on Monday sore and injured and all that sort of stuff. Like, and just bodies aching. Like, I guarantee more than 50% of the league, like all players, men, women, would like it to be on a Saturday.
Yeah,
like the comp to be on a Saturday, because like Sundays are just so draining, especially for like if I'm playing league, it's at like 3 o'clock, maybe 2:40. 2 hour game, 3 hour game. You don't leave the club until 6 o'clock. Your whole Sunday's gone.
Yeah,
so like,
true.
Yeah, it's I think they're definitely moving towards more Saturdays. Like we do have mixed fixtures, Saturdays and Sundays, but if it was a pure Saturday league, and it would make more money over your bar, I reckon. Like,
dude, the whole thing, like full disclosure, it's my first in-person football game I've ever been to.
Yep.
My debut live football game was your grand final.
Yep.
And when I got there, I was like, I get it. The atmosphere is nuts. If you were drinking, especially if you started at lunchtime, dude, I was like looking around like, fuck, I might just blow tomorrow off and just get wild, because it's like everyone's there. Everyone is there.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I think there was 3,900 people there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, like massive.
Yeah.
Massive turnout.
Man, the Barloo crew was there, and they're like, I ran into them twice, like one set of girls, the other set of girls, and both of them were like, you guys, like me and Connor, like, you guys coming out tonight? And we're like, nah, it'd be fucking fun though. Like,
it'd be so much fun. Yeah. They actually came up to me after the game, which was really cool. That was really cool. But I'm sure we'll get into that. But yeah, like the Saturdays, like that's what I mean. Like you can go out Saturday night, like, you know, it can be a little bit dangerous I wouldn't say dangerous, like you just don't know who you're going to run into. You know, like there could be a whole bunch of South boys out, and then I don't know, we might play, let's say Eton. Yeah, and they might come out, and you know there could be a bit of argy-bargy, but like footy's not like that anymore, really. Like most clubs like most people. I don't like most clubs, but I'm not going to disclose who they are, but that's just me, you know what I mean? Like, dude,
I couldn't believe, and it's normal for you, but I was like, man, you guys are so chill to bump into someone, shoulder, and give a bit of a push and then move on, and then that's just that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's, especially in games like that, it gets heated, like obviously grand final, where you pretty much, like, win or go home, pretty much, you know what I mean? Like, you take a bump and you just sort of like, oh, all right, let's go. You know, get into it. Like my first touch of the game, I just fumbled it and I got like thrown to the ground. I was like, that was a bit dog, but all right, let's go. Let's just get on with it. You know what I mean? Just get on with it and just figure out. Like it's so much more important than just sort of like arcing back up, because it can cost you the game. Like let's just say I just was like, you know, angry at that. Say I abused the umpire, bang, free kick, 50 metres. He has a shot. In the long run, if say that happened and he kicked a goal,
it all adds up.
They would have won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like little things like that. So it's like, you just got to be smart about it. So
was the game, I left at halftime.
Yep.
The game was like, we get one, you get one, we get one.
Yeah, it was.
South's got a bit of a lead.
It felt like we got a bit of a lead. We definitely took control in that second quarter. Ethan Nordal, you know, Shredder, Jace Cormack, they lifted, our senior heads lifted, like our back line was locking down like we always do. And we just got a bit of a run on, and then So, yeah, after half time, it just felt like we call it time in the sun.
Yep.
So every team has their time in the sun, and we just got to weather it. You just got to get through it, and then eventually we'll get it back on our terms.
Yeah.
And it felt like their time in the sun. And it was like the whole quarter. They just dominated us for like the whole quarter, yeah. And then I think I've watched the game that much, but I think we went into the final change. I think it was 15 points down, like at 3/4 time.
Yep.
So it was a bit, but that end we were going to was definitely the scoring end. So we knew that we were at 3/4 time. There was no screaming or yelling from our coach. It was more just like stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. It'll work. Like it'll work out. Just stick to the plan, and then yeah, like probably one of our best players does his calf in the 4th quarter, so he's off, and he was on the bench in tears, and just felt like like we just didn't want to lose. You know what I mean? And that's sort of a role for me on the bench as well. Just trying to condole the boys. Like it's one of those things like. As much as I might want to be playing and stuff, it's like you've got to be able to control your bench as well. And I want to get on. It's like it's all right. You get your time. You get your time. Just make sure when you get on, you make the most of it. You know what I mean? So but it was it was a phonetic, like probably 15 minutes of footy. Like I've never been so like locked in, but like also not watching. Like I was like. Watching, and then I was just like, no, I can't watch anymore. Can't watch, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I'm such a nervous watcher. Like, can't even watch my own AFL side. Yeah. Like, I get too nervous.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that last time you were on.
Massive. Like, nerves are horrible. Like, and it might even be like a close game between two different sides, and I'll still get nervous. Like, I just don't like seeing a loser. But yeah, on the weekend, obviously, I wanted to see one team lose and one team win, and all that sort of stuff. But
so, what's that? At what point was 1 point locked in? Was it right to the bell, or was that sort of locked in and held for a? So
while? I've got the. I remember the minute. It was like 28 on the coverage that you watch on SEN. It was 28:02, I think, or 26:02. It was something 02 when Tom Gordy kicked the point. The siren went at 28:30.
No shit.
So we had the 1 point lead for less than 30 seconds.
Yep.
So yeah, it was.
And it was even score at that point.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was. There's so many little things that I can mention that are like game changing moments in that game, like in that last couple minutes. Like there was a 2-on-1 where our captain, who I would like go to war with any day of the week, Kevin Chitty, that's why he's our captain, just like barged through and just took out two blokes, took the footy with him, went out of bounds, but it just kept it in our forward 50, you know what I mean? Like if he didn't go hell for leather, they probably could have got the footy out, bang, bang, goal, you know what I mean? Like there was actually a bloke in the 4th for Busso. I don't know who he was, but he actually missed a volley on their goal line to get them 8 points up.
No way.
So he missed it. So it like full fresh aired it. Missed it completely. So
what's the man? I'm not throwing shade on either side. Like I learned a lot about football watching it in real life. But like that whole first quarter, they had a few real clear goals there and getting points. Yeah,
they're just missing, and like that's the pressure of
the grand final.
You know what I mean? Like, and full respect to their forward line. They've got the best forward line in the comp. Like
really
by a mile. Yeah, like and that's just completely out of respect. Like they've got a few recruits come down. They've got a few blokes that have been there for a few years, but they're like new recruits. Two of them. They're good players. They're very good players, and we know that. Like we worked on them for the game, like, of course, out of respect. You know what I mean? Like we know they're good. We're not just going to be like, oh, we'll be right. You know what I mean? Like no, we worked on them all right. Like we had matchups and all that sort of stuff, and that's like how much. The amount of work that we put in to like beat sides, not even just grand final, every week, whether it's round 1, round 7, round 20, first final, grand final. Like, it's the amount of effort, especially our coach, Burjo, like, puts in is ridiculous. Like,
So what's that look like? Are you guys, I mean, this isn't something you're talking about like half an hour before the game.
no, this is like, so we beat them 3 weeks ago to get straight into the grand final.
Yep.
And then they had to go the long way, so they had to play another team to get into the grand final.
Right.
So once we knew we were in the grand final, we were either going to play Bunbury or Busso in the grand final. So we did like training as if we're playing both of them. So we tried to figure it out, and like SCN's really good. They put all their games up. They only do one game a weekend, but they put them all on YouTube.
Yep.
So like the coach sort of asks, he's like, hey, if you get a chance, just like have a look over the game, just have a quick skip
people
through,
are moving and
skip through the game, and just sort of maybe have a look at who you might be playing on and how you can beat them, or maybe just watch how they actually play, if they love the short one or if they love, you know, quick, frenetic footy, like just quick and getting it down the line, or slow pace and all that sort of stuff. And like my coach, I think that was his third premiership in the Southwest Footy League.
wow.
As a coach, he just knows what he's doing.
Yep.
He just knows what he does, and he knows how to get the people engaged. He's the best coach I've ever had.
Yep.
And I've been through at senior level 1, 2, 3. He's my fourth league coach at Souths, and nothing against the other ones, but just probably for what he's done for me as well, it made me a way better player. Probably with a bit of tough love.
Yeah,
made me a better player. So like that's on a personal level, but just in general, was just the best coach I've ever had, like by a mile. So
also taking a team to the Premiership
twice back to back. So we won last year as well. So like, it's and like just since he's been on board, the success of the club's just skyrocketed. We're just a way better club. So, but
what does that day look like for you? Because obviously you played at 440.
Yeah, we played at 440.
What's that? Because you weren't at BY80, obviously.
Yeah, well, so league games are usually at 3 o'clock. That's the latest.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do night games. I think we had one night game this year, but it was round 1. So it was sort of just like there, if you know what I mean. Like, didn't really, if it's only the first game of the year and then the rest of it, you don't really understand how to prepare for it, if you know what I mean. So, BY80 was obviously at 5:30, so I wasn't going to be there for that. But I actually I stayed up a little bit later on
Friday
the Friday night, just so I could get a bit of a sleep in. So it was like the body clock. And what did I do? Woke up, my housemate, Durack, he wasn't home. So it was just me in the house.
No, he went out the night before.
Yeah, he did. He went out. So I had the house to myself. So I just woke up. We teed up. I teed up with a few of the boys that were playing and a few of the Resi boys that were coming to watch. We just went on a hot girl walk from his house. He lives like really close to Bunbury High.
Yep.
And we just walked to Barlow from there at about 9 o'clock.
Perfect.
So I went to the gym first.
Yeah.
Went to the gym and did a primer session, just get my body all limber for the game. Just like it's pretty much just like a stretching session.
Yeah.
Bit of weight and all that sort of stuff, explosive stuff. And then went for a walk. Went to Barlow, walked from his to Barlow, got coffee, all that sort of stuff. Went back to his house, and then I just shot home. They were all getting ready to go. They wanted to go watch the Resis and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that today. I'm like, no South teams are in, so there's no point sort of like going to watch, in my opinion. So I just went home, and then I knew I had a few things to do around the house. I just tried to keep my mind busy, really, just like instead of thinking
you
about
don't want to
it.
be watching the clock. I
think I had the nervous shits, that's for sure. I think I would have gone to the toilet 6 or 7 times that day.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. 2, 3 coffees probably don't help either. But
what's the you've played? How many games you played?
If we're talking just like games at Souths, it's probably about 200. But like if we're talking senior games at league level, probably 86.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm close to 100.
So running out there's no new thing for you. It's just the pressure of league final.
Little bit different for the league. So, yeah, I've been through it with this footy club, like been through it, like, and that's why I was saying before about the coach, Burjo. Actually, I'll just finish my day off first and then I'll get into that. Yeah. But like, yeah, so went and did just some stuff around the house, just sort of like tidied up a little bit around the house and just kept my head busy. Had to go to the shops, grab a few things. Got a bit of my Mad Monday or Silly Sunday costume sorted. Just like got a few, like just sort of that was all ready for the next day.
See you laying out the costume on the bed. This is for when we win.
Yep, just the jeans and the shoes, and I bought some like fake white teeth. Oh so just sort of like
the
goofy Freddie Mercury teeth and all that sort of stuff. So I just got all that organised and ready, and got my footy bag ready. Actually I usually get my footy bag ready the night before, but I was like, no, I reckon I won't have anything to do, so we'll just get it ready that morning. So just made sure I had jocks in there because I always forget spare jocks.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I was like, fucking jocks. I ended up having 2 pairs, so I was like, I'm sorted.
This is just in case we lose.
Yeah, and I went to then I made like a really late brekkie. Would have been like a 12 o'clock brekkie.
Yeah.
It's just what I eat every day. Or every game day, eggs on toast with avo, like hot chili sauce type thing. So I did that, and then I didn't want to drive because I was thinking about drinking. And if we won, then I would have drunk.
Oh, we got to come back to that as well.
Yeah. So I asked one of the boys to message me, to pick me up.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, mate, I'll pick you up around just before 2:30 or 2:15. I was like, yep, sweet, sorted. So, yeah, 2:30 come round. We're at the ground, and Sean Crane, his name is, and real good mate of mine. I've known him for years. His old boy was actually one of my league coaches back in like 2014. I hadn't played league at that point, but he was a coach and Craney was a player.
Yep.
And we got there, and there's all the car parks behind the new Hands Memorial.
The
building.
Bishmanised ones.
We pulled in, and we're like, oh, what are the chances we find a park? Bang, straight away, car park. And we were just like, it's on for us today.
Good sign.
We're on today.
Yeah.
So got that, rolled in, started getting ready, and then we do like a pre-game meeting at quarter time of the women. Did our meeting, and we all go on the ground. Burjo's a yarn with us, sort of has a bit of he's always got a reason behind stuff he does. So this year he bought us all a set of footy cards, and they're all us. So it's our team.
Wow, that's
on
cool.
Footy cards, and he's written a really nice note about us and what we mean to him type thing as a coach to player relationship, and you know what I mean. So we sort of picked out a few boys. We all had our cards. He picked out a few and just says, pick a random one and read it out type thing. And then sort of was like, we're all here today because of each other. Like we all love each other, all that sort of stuff. So that was really good. And then me being me, I love to get ready really early. As soon as that meeting's done, sprinted straight inside, got the ankles strapped, and then that's when it's go time. It's pretty much get ready for the game. So it's a long, long process on grand final day because like 2:30, 2:45, I'm getting ready. Our game's still not for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like getting ready, but it's also just chucking the tunes in.
Yeah,
Laying back, maybe doing a few stretches and maybe going for a kick at 3/4 time and just getting the body moving, all that sort of stuff, but not exhausting yourself. And then, but
you train in the afternoons as well.
Yeah, we do.
So this isn't totally alien to you.
No, we actually mentioned that in the game. After half time, the lights came on and it was starting to get a bit dark, and we were like, "This is training, lads. Yeah. This is training. Like we train at night. This is training." Which I think kind of, I wouldn't say went in our favour, but we felt a lot more comfortable. Like I felt more comfortable going out there and being able to run with the footy and see someone and be like, yeah, I know what's going on. The weather was pretty good, so there was no wind or anything like that. So, but it felt really good. But yeah, then we just got into the game and got real close to the game, and then it's nothing changed. It was really good. So we've got I'm always last out of the change rooms when we run out into the field.
Yeah.
It's just something that I've done for, couldn't tell you how long.
Yeah.
Years. Always the last one out of the change rooms. But there's always one guy that, as we're just about to go, he'll go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on, boys. Like, and they're like, yep, Craney, come on.
Do the thing.
He'll go do that. And then I'll wait for him. And then he'll run past me and I'll push him forward and we'll go out. And, sometimes the coaches are walking in front of me. I'm like, oh, I just got to get past you. You know what I mean? Something. So, went out. It was just, I took a video on my phone actually when I went out at quarter time of the women for that first meeting.
Yeah.
I just got a quick video of like the oval, of me in the middle of the oval, like of everyone around. I was like, I got to soak this in. I got to really soak this in because you don't get to play in front of 4,000 people every day.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And it's
cool being in the crowd, dude.
Yeah, atmosphere was just like, it was rocking, you know what I mean? So, and like, kudos to Busso in that, like the new grandstand.
Yeah, Busso was empty that day because everyone was fucking here watching that game.
Like kudos to them, they were rocking. They were loud, and I'm like not saying we weren't loud, but like we're kind of a bit more towards the pocket. You know
also
what I mean?
think that there's a bunch of South people everywhere.
Yeah,
and then you've got Busso.
Yeah, well we had that. We had a couple kids. We had our Colts sign in the pocket.
Yeah.
It was just like a sea of red. When you're watching the game, you just see this red little corner. That's our Colts boys. They're all our...
smashing the fucking...
they're all like our under 16, 17, 18-year-olds, you know what I mean, type thing. So they didn't come up to the bar and all that sort of area, but, mate, it was rocking. It was so good, and they were unreal, you know what I mean? And then, got into the game. Like, and it was just... It was go time, you know what I mean? I was prepared for... whatever game time I got, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not one to be selfish. You know, that's one thing that's really good about our side is our role players, you know what I mean? I'm not the only one that plays a selfless role or thoughts of a selfless role, but, I was prepared for 2 to 5 minutes game time. Honestly, like I was so prepared for it. I was like, let's just fucking win this game. Yeah. That's all I care about. All I cared about was winning the league, Premiership, and a league flag, you know what I mean? So,
dude, you should have seen Connor and I because we're obviously all the boys went to bloody Whitey's birthday, which being in Mugger River, it's like, of course,
30th as well.
You don't want to be going down at fucking 6
Oh,
o'clock. at night.
Nah.
But when Connor said I'm still going, I'm like, fuck yeah, because I really wouldn't have felt comfortable going to. Funny though, in retrospect, I could have gone in by myself and been fine. I knew fucking everyone there.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah, like literally all of Bunbury's there.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's the biggest day of the year, I reckon. One of the biggest days of the year in Bunbury.
When you first went out, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll get Rhys. I'm like, I don't want to miss Rhys playing. I'll get him later. And then the second time I went to get him, I couldn't stop watching you because I'm like, I don't want to miss, because Connor and I are like, are we going to watch Rhys sit in the fucking on the bench the whole time?
Yep.
So then as soon as you're out, we're glued to it, you know?
Yeah, it was good. Like, and it was just, I just had a chat with our backline. We just go into a little bit of a backline meeting after our main meeting at about an hour before the game. We go into a big main meeting, and then after that we split off into our forwards, mids, and backs.
Yeah.
And backs meeting went really well, and then at the end of the meeting I was like, I got to say something here. And I just sort of popped up and said, look, boys, like, I understand the moment and you want to be on the field as much as you possibly can. I said, but if you need 2 minutes just to reset yourself on the bench with a bottle of water,
catch your breath,
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go for 2 minutes. If you need me on for 2 minutes and then me back off in 2 minutes, I'm ready to go.
You got some legs on you getting on and off the field, by the way.
I just got to get off that, and that's how I think. I think my top speed, like we wear trackers. Yeah. I reckon my top speed would probably be from running on and off the ground.
Yeah, dude, you just got
to get off. You know what I mean? Like, and like in the fourth quarter, our best backman, one of our best backmen, Rocco, like he was cramping. So
number 5.
Yeah. Took some unreal grabs. Like,
dude's a fucking stay away from my missus, bro. He's a looker, eh?
Don't tell him that, mate. His head's already big enough. But like he was starting to cramp, and it was like, Crawf, I need you off. I need you on. And I just went on, and I knew I was only going to be on for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And I knew I just had to lock down for 2-3 minutes and then back off. And that's all I played in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I was okay with that because I played a role, like, and it's really hard. And I think I hope some people listen to this that, you know, sort of are maybe in the same sort of position that I'm in, where, you know, might not be getting much game time. If you go play reserves, you're going to rack it up. Like, you'll probably play really well. And I consider myself in the twos a decent player. You know, I can probably go around and just have so much fun and, you know, just relax.
Yeah, play the game, be there. Yeah.
But I want to play at the top level, and I think that will make you a better person in the long run. So that's where I'm just like, nah, just stick it out, and you'll reap the rewards. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. And
dude, I think the ability to be a part of a team is nuts. Like, I have none of the skill that you're talking about. But also, I mean, I'm an only child. It represents him owning a business, and it's like I live a very solitude life anyway. Yeah. But the ability to understand your position in the greater good and to just be okay with that position. Like, my job is to get on that field, make sure he's got, as soon as that swap is done, get the fuck out of there, get him back on the field. You know,
exactly.
like,
that's unreal. And that's just how I play. And I've been playing that way for the last couple of years with Burjo. And, like, go back to that. Like, Burjo came in 2022. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been there 4 years. So Burjo came in. We finished 9th, I think, in 2021.
Right.
We finished 2nd in 2022.
Really?
Yep. So, like, he came in and made an impact.
What are you, as a player, experiencing difference between, like, what was the difference he's offering between?
Just, like, everyone's glued to him, and he's got structure behind, and he's got reasoning behind everything he does. Everything he does has a reason behind it. And it's not like, righto, let's go out there and do this and do that. And he says, go do this and go do that. But then he also explains why we are doing this. And if we do this, this will happen. You know
why goes a long way for boys who just follow what?
Absolutely. Like, if it's like, just hit the handball receive, and then, you know, hit the short one, and then hit the full forward. It's like, okay, we will, like, but then Burjo would be like, if you hit the handball receive, it makes the defender have to come to you, which creates an outnumber. So if you get another handball off, it actually creates more outnumbers going further at the ground, which makes it easier to score. So it's like, oh, okay. Like,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I know, like, you familiar with boxing?
Yeah.
So it's like you learn all of these, like, 2-step, 3-step, 4-step sequences.
Yeah.
And the through line is the reason you learn to duck after this or, like, follow that with an uppercut is because if someone does this to you, it leaves an opening for that to happen.
Yeah.
So in a team sport, I'm guessing these opportunities for sequences kind of compound because you've got so many things. It's all about creating distance, closing distance. One thing I did notice, and I wasn't focusing on Bustleton, so I don't know who did it better, but a lot of times you're, like, watching this ball move between 4 players and it's like everyone knows where everyone's going to be.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you play a system-based game and you play a predictive game, it makes it harder. That sounds dumb, but if you play predictive footy and they still can't stop it, then why change?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, why change? Every club in the Southwest knows exactly how we try to get our footy out of the back line.
Yeah.
And we do it every single time. And they can't stop it. So why change? You know what I mean? Like,
is that to do with continuity of the same players, or has it got to do with continuity of the coaching style?
Probably. So we didn't start it straight away when Burjo came in, but it probably came in 2023, 2024.
So it's him putting it to good use.
Yeah, he's like, well, let's give it a go. And it didn't, nothing, like, it didn't work.
It did not work.
It did not work. So we're like, oh, well, we might as well just keep going with it. Yeah. So we're like, let's just keep going. But, like, like, just back on Burjo and why he's so good, I think at any other club, I probably wouldn't say any other club, but a lot of the clubs, there's 11 clubs. I think if I was at maybe, I'll just probably say 5 other clubs, I reckon I could walk into their league side and play every single week. Like, every week I'd be playing league footy.
Okay.
And even at Souths, before Burjo got there, I was playing league every week. Yep. You know what I mean? And then when Burjo comes in, straight away it's just sort of like, you're not up to it. And I've just gone, what? Like, yes, I am. Like,
I already am.
I've been playing for the last few years. And as much as I hated not playing and him not playing me, it was more like, no, you know what? He's making me better because now I've got to work harder. And it's got to put me in a position to be better. You know what I mean? 2022 was a bit interrupted. I ruptured my ankle at the start of the year.
Yeah.
2 weeks out before round one.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, it was in a scratchy up in Mandurah.
Yeah.
I was out for 12 weeks. And then Berger ended up putting me back in, but I just didn't have the fitness. Like, it was just, didn't have the fitness, probably wasn't up for it, like he said as well. Like I'm just not. And he has one thing he always says. He goes, I don't pick the team, you pick the team. You pick yourself, you know what I mean? Like, if
this dude's a weapon, eh?
Yeah, if you don't do anything wrong,
there's no reason not to pick you.
So he's like, you pick the team. So he puts a lot of onus on us, which is really good, I think. So that's a huge one. So 2022, I played a few games. I would have played 8 or 9. So second half of the year, I would have played probably 60% of games in the second half of the year in the league side, but I played a little bit of resis as well. And then when the finals came around, it was like spots getting tight. And luckily our resis were in. And then I ended up getting dropped from the league side back down to the 2s.
Yep.
And ended up going all the way in with the reserves and winning a reserves grand final. So it was sort of like silver lining. Our league lost the grand final that year.
Yep.
Which hurt.
Resis won the grand final last year, eh?
Yeah. So that happened. And then 2023, I was sort of just like, no, I'm all good. I can do my, like, I'll be fine. I'll give it another crack and hopefully we can go well again. And it was 2023. I reckon I played 7 league games. I played the whole year.
Wow.
I played 7 league games. So I was like, I can't get in. Like, and I was getting really upset. Like, I was really emotional. My mental probably wasn't there either.
Yeah.
But I'm always onto that. So it's like, I know what I need to do and what, type thing. So, and I've got people at the football club I can speak to, which is great, like teammates and stuff. And once again, just played a lot of reserves, ended up making finals again. Unfortunately, we lost that grand final in the reserves. Our league didn't actually make it that year. They went out in the prelim, the game before the Grandy.
Yeah.
And then 2024, I was like, no, I've got to lock in here. Like, I don't think many people understand, unless you're from the footy club or like known me since I was 13, 14, 15, how badly I wanted a league premiership. Like, just wanted to be a part of it. Like, I don't think many people really do understand. So, like, I was like, I've got to lock in here. And I knew one of my mates was coming home to play back for the club, Lockie Riley, and he's a superstar. Like, he is a superstar. He was the best player in the comp that year. He came down last year. And he made our team so much better. We had Blaine Johnson, former Carlton player. He's come play for us as well. We just had a few people come into the club that just made us one bit better. And then we were that good that when I was out of the side, I only played 3 league games that year.
Yep.
It was so hard to get back into. It was impossible. It was honestly the hardest team. We didn't lose a game. So we didn't lose a game in 2024.
Yeah.
So went undefeated and then went through finals undefeated. Won the grand final by 60 points.
Wow.
Dominated. Like, that was the coast to coast, the easiest season as a senior. Yep. And fortunately, us Resi boys, we didn't have it that easy, but we ended up going all the way as well and winning it.
So talk to me about, you've got blokes who play for South that don't live in Bunbury. Yep. What's the web of the team like with boys who don't live in Bunbury? Obviously talented players, but like they're coming in not training.
So a lot of them are locals, but just live in Perth, if you know what I mean. So like, Cade Waldrott, Cade Shishka, just to name a few, they live in Perth, but they're South Bunbury players.
Yeah. So are they training with you?
They come down. They don't come down every week. It's hard to get down to a Tuesday training, you know what I mean? But sometimes we train Tuesday, Thursdays.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll come down on a Thursday night and we'll they might get like a carload down. So they'll just sort of get 4 or 5 of them in the car and all come down. So, but we all train with our reserves and our Colts anyway.
Yeah.
So it's one big group. So there's probably 50 of us.
Yeah, metal sharpening metal as well.
Yeah. So, and it helps. Our Colts are really good. They've helped us heaps. Zach Atkinson.
Yeah.
He's the coach. He's
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, he's coach of the Colts.
Yeah.
He's done a mountain of work with them, and even like Anthony Gallagher in the past.
What's Acco's experience playing?
Played a bit at Bunbury. Was a good forward when he was younger. I don't know too much, but I know he was a good forward when he was younger. Played at Bunbury, and then he had mates at Souths. Played at Souths.
Yep.
Then went back to Bunbury, and then came back to Souths, and I think he did his ACL. Okay. So and I think he's just finished up there.
Yep.
And then went into coaching. Still wanted to be around the football club and all that sort of stuff.
Naturally,
and
yeah.
Yeah, I think he did like a junior role probably 2 years ago. And then our Colts coach pulled the pin. So he just sort of naturally took over that role there. So
and obviously a good fit for him as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So and he's really close with all us boys too. Still.
That's crazy. We're the same age.
Yeah. And he's
a
unreal fella. I've known him for years.
Yeah.
Just through people I know at Bunbury when he was at Bunbury and all that sort of stuff as well. So, but yeah, so the 2024 we go the whole season and just like
dominate.
Yeah. It was like kind of I hate to say it, but it was too easy. Most clubs will say it was too easy.
What's that for you like?
It's really hard
because you're in one sense you're like I'm kind of like 60% of the way there.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest, I'm so happy for them, but I don't think they understand how bad I wanted that. Like I was so angry, not at them, not at the club.
Just the way things turn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so angry, like so frustrated, and I just wanted to play. And I just wanted to play with my mate. I knew he was moving to Melbourne. I had a mate that was moving to Melbourne. I wanted to play with him, and it was just so hard, you know. And it just frustrated me. You know what I mean? Like I can't even think of enough words to how frustrated I was. But you know, I've been in situations like that in the past as well. It was 2017. It was my first year out of school. I thought I was a lot better than what I was at football.
We all do, yeah. At life.
I played probably 10 league games in 2016, so I would have only been 18, 17, 18. And then 2017, I couldn't even get a reserves game.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like,
that
I'm
stinks.
like, what? Like, and I was getting, it felt like they felt bad for dropping me. And probably back then, they probably did the right thing and sort of somewhat way lied to me and just was like, oh, look, we're just going to rest you this week. And I'm like, oh, they're just resting me, you know. Like, give me a breather. But I'm a 19-year-old kid, 18, 19-year-old kid. You don't rest 19-year-olds.
You're ready
you know
to
what I mean?
go.
Like thinking back on it over the past few years, like, you don't rest them, you know what I mean? And then I played the last round of the year down in Margaret River. And then the next week, my coach said, yeah, I'm not playing you. And I just told him to get fucked. And looking back on it now, very childish, very immature. And I don't like myself for doing that, but at the same time, I don't have any regret.
Yeah.
I ended up going on to win the grand final that year. And there was a chance I may have got a game if someone got injured, you know what I mean? But I'm not banking on that, you know. I got told, like, we'd really like you to hang around and be a water boy for us for the finals. Me just being me.
Fuck you, Jack.
Fuck that. Like, no, I'm not running water, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I should be playing. I was really close to leaving the club. And then I had Paul Buswell. He's stalwart of the club. And actually, my assistant coach this year and last year come back into the fold over the last 2 years because his son plays for the club.
Oh, yeah?
And he was actually another guy. And they got me in on it would have been around this time. Like, it would have been around end of September type thing, maybe early October. And they got me into the coach's room and said, mate, you can't go. You know, just like
hang around.
Hang around. It'll work out. You know what I mean? And we had a new coach that next year. Played a little bit under him. We didn't have a really good relationship, so it didn't really go great.
Yeah.
But they kept me at the club.
Yeah.
And I'm still there. So like, so I had those issues back as well. So sort of in lines with 2024 a little bit. Like I was just frustrated. I was never leaving the club after 24, but like it just frustrated me. And then went into the off season and was just sort of like, no, I'm just gonna have some fun, let loose a little bit, and then I do the film photos, and I got one back, and I looked at myself, and I was like, holy fuck.
This is late last year?
Yeah, I'm like, holy fuck, why are you so big? I looked at myself, I was like, I don't feel that big. Like, I don't feel like a big lad. Like, as in, like, weight-wise. And then, that hit me. I was like, holy shit, I need to, like, that's why I'm not playing league footy.
Yeah.
That's why. And then,
I almost remember the moment.
yeah.
Like, I remember you being like, I'm not having this.
It was the 27th of December last year. I went to a drum and bass event in Fremantle. I was drinking all day. And I was drinking all day. I was with Durack, I was with Joram, I was with a few of my other mates. And it got to 8 o'clock that night. And it was, I just sort of sat there with Aidan Clark and I just said, I'm done. He's like, what? I was like, I'm done. I was sitting next to like a food van. I was like, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. And he goes, oh, like, just done for the night. I said, I don't know. I might just stop for a bit. And then he goes, oh, yeah. He's like, but don't forget you can enjoy one. I said, yeah, I know I can, but I think I enjoy him too much. You know what I mean? And I'll never forget the chat. And he's like, oh, well, I'm going back inside, but let me know when you're leaving, because if you're leaving, I'm probably going to leave. I was like, yeah, no worries, done. So Clark is really good like that. And then, I told him, I was like, I'm going. I was staying at Durack's partner's house at the time, ex-partner now. I went back there. She was there. And I was just saying, I was like, yeah, I've just sort of pulled the pin a little bit on, like, I think I'm going to stop. She's like, good. And then it was funny. She goes, do you want a beer? I just sort of looked at her. I was like, are you serious? Like, I was like, actually, yeah, I will. We'll have a beer.
The last one.
I'll have the last one. And then she goes, yeah, let's do it. So Durack was still out. So we were just sitting there, just having a beer. And then it was a Hahn Super Dry. And then I was like,
ooh,
yeah.
Nice one to go out on.
Yeah, so I just had that. And then finished it. And I just said that was my last one for I don't know how long, but that was my last one for a bit. And then I was like, I need to do something about other stuff as well. So I tried a new diet. Went carnivore.
I need to stop killing hookers, bro. It's every weekend.
Yeah. So I went carnivore for 70 days.
Yeah.
Carnivore. It was hardcore carnivore. And yeah, I lost like 18 kilos.
If that felt like clapping hands and you had lost weight.
Yeah.
I remember one day, because I mean, you're not scared to get the budgie smugglers out.
Yeah.
Every
love the
time.
budgies.
And I just remember like seeing you wander down the beach. I'm like, God, he is fucking tiny compared to what he was not that long ago.
Nah, yeah. So I lost it quick. I would have lost 10 kilos in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I lost the other 8 in about 7 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like the first hit was like hard and then easy, and then it just went like that. And then I was like, this will make me better and this will give me every opportunity to play senior footy. Like,
yeah.
And it wasn't like I stopped for footy. It was just sort of like I stopped for myself. I didn't even put footy into it. Like footy I was sort of just like, I'll go to pre-season. Pre-season starts in mid-Jan, so I'll just go. And it just happened to be that I was going through this stuff. I was eating nothing. I wasn't drinking and all that sort of stuff. And then
you're even running.
Yeah, I was running.
You're running with us,
running
like
with
distance.
BY80, doing some distance stuff. Like I was actually starting to move really well.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, this is great. I said, I'm genuinely a chance here to play senior footy this year. And then all I could do is put my best foot forward. You know what I mean? And that's all I did, really. Just went in, did it. And like, I was only meant to do 3 months. I said I was going to do 3 months off the grog. And then the 3 months was actually, I went to Melbourne to catch up with my mate that moved over, and the 3 months would have been the Monday. No, we flew home on the Monday. The 3-month date would have been the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, well, do I break my own truce to myself? That would have been 3 months that I said I was going to do, or do I just not drink when I go to Melbourne for 4 days?
Yep.
With 2 of my best mates, go on a footy, you know, all the drinking sort of
activities,
stuff. Yeah. And I didn't drink. I drank heaps normals, which is a beer that's got 0% alcohol in it, you know what I mean? So smashed them, and I got to the 3 months and I was like, well, I've got nothing coming up. Let's try 4. And then I went to 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8 came up, and then I just thought to myself, I said, you know what, I've done 8.5 months here. If I have the opportunity to win a grand final this year, that'll be the day. Yeah. That'll be the day that I'll have a drink, or 10.
You and I think you were 90 days ahead of me.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, I had much of the same thing. I was like, I'm half doing it because I was smoking weed all day, every day up until the 7th or 6th of October last year. And then literally like ceremonially got rid of everything to do with weed. Yep. And I was like, I just don't do that anymore. And you still bloody drink and bag and this and that on the weekend. Yep. I'm like, dude, every time I do this, it's for nothing. Yeah. It's for nothing. What the fuck are we doing? So I I remember you and I having a bit of a very brief yarn at BY80 about it. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. And then we were 6 months. I remember at one point I was like, yeah, I'm 6 months sober, 7 months sober. And that was like our ID.
Yeah. And I felt like, and another thing, it was so good. Yeah, so good in a way. Like, you kind of find out who you real. We're at that age now where you sort of find out where who your real mates are,
100%.
Who you want to surround yourself with, and not to say that the blokes that I don't hang with anymore aren't my mates. Like, they're still my mates, and they still always will be. We're just doing different stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like doing different things in our life. I still like to communicate with them. If it's their birthdays, I still wish them happy birthday, and maybe send a photo of them of me and him back in the day or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's not like, I just don't hang out with them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I like going to the beach. I like getting coffee.
Yeah.
Like
hot girl walks.
Yeah. I like sitting at a coffee shop and watching people for hours on end. And if someone wants to do that with me, awesome. If you don't, then I'll just do it by myself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and Barlow's just the spot for that.
Have you been to Barlow lately?
I went this morning.
Just because normally I catch you there at least once or twice a
week. Yeah, I haven't been going as much lately, obviously, because I've got the coffee machine at home.
Yeah, I know. I know what brand it is. Yep. I know how many shots it put. I know everything about it. I might know as much about that coffee machine as you do.
I reckon you know a bit more than me. But yeah, so got the coffee machine, so just make my own. But I use Barlow beans. Yeah. And I use the same milk that they make my coffee with. Yeah. Anyway, so it's pretty much Barlow coffee at home. So yeah, so I do that. But I've been going a little bit lately. I've just been going different times. It used to be like a 6 o'clocker, first one in.
Without fail.
Roll in, but not as much anymore. But now that it's starting to get a bit lighter, I think I'll be starting to go there a bit early again and maybe sneak a dip in before work or something like that.
Fuck, man, it's getting that way. Light early.
I mean, I think it was on my watch, it was 6:05 sunrise.
Yeah.
So
ideal, eh?
That's good time.
Dude, BY80's back on.
Yeah, so I won't.
Almost tops off BY80.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow. I won't be there this weekend, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Of course. Yeah.
I bought flights to Melbourne yesterday.
Smashed open the fucking piggy bank, eh?
Yeah, to go to the AFL Grand Final. Yeah. Spent a pretty penny on a ticket too. We won't go. I'm not disclosing that number, but spent a pretty penny on a ticket.
A lot of you's going over?
Yeah, so a lot of the boys have just got there.
Yeah.
I actually got Premiership tattoos today, which is cool. So
unreal.
I'll be getting one. I don't know if I'll get one this weekend, but
I want to get in Arabic. It'll be fucking heaps cooler.
I definitely want to tee one up, because it's one thing That's one of the things as well. I'm like,
Dude, you can't win and not get the tattoo.
yeah, exactly. Like, and you win a reserves one, you don't get tattoos for reserves premierships. You get tattoos for league premierships. You know what I mean? So, to have that logo on me for the rest of my life, yeah. So
huge, dude.
So yeah, heading over tomorrow, which will be good.
What time do you leave in the morning?
Nah, red eye.
Sucks.
Yep.
Sucks. So what are you working tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow. Yep.
Oh,
Working
dude, you're gonna work, drive to Perth.
Yeah, going up with a mate.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yep. But still, 11 o'clock flight.
Are you you back on the? I know you will be this weekend, but are you back on the drinks socially or what?
I've had a few this week. So obviously,
really during the week.
Yeah, Sunday. I just had just went to the pub with Durack. You know what I mean? Because I haven't really had a drink with him. There's a few boys that are just like, I just want to have a drink with you. Just want to have a few beers. I'm like, yeah, I'll have a few with you. You know what I mean? Like, no issue. But I think I'm going to have a block.
Yeah.
Where I'll just be, like,
no rules.
Catch me in this block. And then I'm back on probably this sobriety type thing. I wouldn't say sobriety. I think it's just really has to be important. Yeah. Like, it has to be something that's really worth drinking.
It's fucking addictive, eh?
Yeah.
Like being sober.
Yeah. And I just don't want to wake up feeling like shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, after the grand final, I woke up on Sunday morning, for Silly Sunday, I felt as fresh as a daisy. I might have drunk a lot, but I made sure when I got home, I went home early because I knew I was getting in a way that I would have been like
dusty.
Dusty and all over the joint. I went home, smashed a shitload of water, couple Panadol, Nurofen, bed. And I woke up and we were allowed to sleep in this year on Mad Monday. And Mad Monday usually starts at 8 a.m. at the footy club.
Oh, yeah. Sucks.
And last year we had boys coming in at like 8 o'clock because if you're late, it's a punishment, all that sort of stuff. So,
what does a punishment look like?
Punishment last year was an old footy boot. It was mine a few years ago, but it wasn't mine last year. An old footy boot with Guinness, warm Guinness, and an egg.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, don't be late.
Yeah.
Like, if you're late, consequences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's like in life, except you don't do Guinness and an egg out of a footy boot. You know what I mean? So there was that. And then, so it was a bit later. This year it was 10 o'clock. So we didn't really have anyone late, which was good. So that was good. 10 o'clock at the Prince. And then, I probably only drunk until, I was slow on my drinks all day.
What were you drinking on Sunday?
Sunday I was just on Stone and Wood beer.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the Stone and Woods. It's a bit crafty, fruity beer, so it's like, it's not too bad.
I don't fuck with any. I don't like beer, eh?
Yeah, see, I don't really like beer either, but it was sort of just like that. And then otherwise it's like ginger beer, you know what I mean? But there was no premixes or anything. Oh, yeah, there was no premixes on the tab or anything like that. So it was like beer, wine, spirit. No, beer, wine, cider. So it was like, I'll just have beer, ginger beer type thing. So, and I was only having middies. Yeah. I think middies are way better than pints anyway because they stay colder for longer.
Also, if you have 10 middies compared to 10 pints,
yeah,
exactly. Like you could argue as a grown man that this much glass height difference doesn't change much. You're like, dude, I only had 10 minis. I could probably drive.
But and it's cold. It's cold. It's not. It's like warm soup.
Yeah.
When you get to the last quarter of your beer, so more of a mini guy as it is. But yeah, so that was good. I went home about 5, 6 o'clock. I didn't even go to the Rose where they went after the Prince. I left before they even left the Prince.
Yep.
And then, I went to work Monday.
Yeah, fucking animal.
Don't know why, but I went to work Monday.
So I've literally just come good from Lebanon. That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. And then it was weird. I was driving to Barlow on Monday. I drove past Connor. Oh. He's like, he texts me. He's like, are you working? Because you must saw the high vis. I was like, yeah. He's like, psycho kid, psycho. I was like, whatever.
I need to text that guy. We need to do some runs tomorrow.
Yeah, well, he hasn't done anything.
He has been quiet, eh?
He has.
Shit. Did you see Saturday on Strava?
Nah.
Cousin, I got 13 point something K at 4:47 pace.
That's rapid.
What's up?
Yeah,
And you
that's
know,
fast.
it's only those numbers because I did the fucking last 8 with the crew and they did it at like 5-minute pace.
Ooh.
That first 5 I did was fucking nuts
Good,
by
man,
myself.
feeling good.
Dude, I was just tempo, and halfway through I looked at the pace, I'm like,
Tunes?
I'm sitting on
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 420 pace by myself. Cold.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, it's crazy. And then George was like, dude, you didn't save that as its own thing. I was like, no, just pause and add on whatever we do so I get a nice big number. It was my fastest 5K, somewhere in there.
Yep.
I was stoked. I was absolutely stoked.
Yeah, that's rough. Fuck.
But still, bloody, I love BY80.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's
I haven't
investing.
been there in a long time. It's been a while for me. I feel like a newbie going back there in a few weeks.
Dude, you know what I'm talking? Summer weather, big crew, 8Ks, swim, Barloo, markets.
Yeah, markets are back.
Dude, and then potentially even bleed into a lunch with the boys. Fuck.
Yeah.
One of those this year.
You can make it. You can make a full day of it. You know what I mean?
I'm also completely rooted by the time I go home.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, it's crazy. You know, you can do the coffee, run, swim, markets, and then maybe like a brunch or something. Say a brunch, and it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you can legit go home and maybe, if you want to do a few hours work, like say for instance yourself, if you want to do a few hours on the computer or, you know, print a few shirts or
But I
something.
wind down the day, like mow the lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the
You can
edges.
do that. And then from like 3 o'clock to when you go to bed, you can legit just lay on the couch.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And then who knows, boys might be like sporadic rows.
Yeah, this is a problem. So I'm back on sobriety.
Yep.
And, you know, it's funny. The whole time I felt in the back of my mind, when I was sober, I was like, I just want to smoke some weed and do the gardening. I really want to do that. And I just want one send with, I don't care if it's one of the boys. I just want one send, one moment where you're like, this is fucking pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Before we went to Lebanon, I felt the moment was right. I'm like, I'm fucking smoking the weed and cutting the grass. And it was actually a little bit too much. I had like 3 puffs and I was like, I'm sort of anxious about everything, you know? But then later on in the day, I had a little puff again. I'm like, I'm there. And then George and I went to Dan's 30th.
Yep.
A couple of premix fireballs.
Yep.
You know, 11 o'clock at night, like looking at him like, this is pretty cool, eh? Yeah. You know?
Looked like good fun.
It's funny though, like I feel like you create a checkbox for that moment.
Yeah.
And as soon as you check that box, I was like, I'm content.
Yeah.
Went to Lebanon and fucking sent it in every direction I possibly because I'm in Lebanon.
That looked like fun.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You know? But it's funny like now, sitting here like, I could have gone out the other night because of the grand final, because, you know, buddy, seeing the Barloo girls and seeing some other boys. It's exciting, you know? Mind you, Sunday morning, ear to ear.
Yeah.
Ear to ear, I'm like, look at me.
Yeah.
Fucking look at me now, Chopper.
So
I'm
much
flying.
better. I'm flying, Chopper. I'm flying.
Dude.
That's funny that me and Akko were just talking about that.
Yeah.
The other day. I'm flying, Chopper. Look at me.
Dude, no podcast is complete without a Chopper reference.
Yeah, he dressed up as Chopper.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so
That's sick.
yeah, so that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
like just back on that for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Chopper's family was really offended that
Yeah.
he dressed up as Chopper Reed. You know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah. Oh, by the way, the 2 blokes that dressed up as Jesus, his family was really, really offended. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess it's a time thing, right?
yeah. It's just because it was last week.
At what point does it become okay are you allowed to dress up as Hitler?
Exactly. Like I don't see any issue with doing it, but I can see the issue from the public eye of like, oh my God, he's dressed up as Hitler.
Yeah, but Hitler's an antagonist, right?
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, regardless of your view, was a commentary protagonist, right? It doesn't matter whether it was last week, last year, last century. Dressing up as him, that's looking for something to have a problem with.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. It's like,
And then Noel Brunning, the president of the show. Shut the fuck up, Noel.
get back to Mojo's.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like, just waving over that, like brushing over that again. Yeah, it was like, we're all just having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how many times do you get to dress up with your mates in costumes and go do shit?
Hey,
like,
do you know what the biggest story is? South Bunbury just won by a point
Yeah.
in the grand final.
Can we just talk about that?
That's a pretty good story.
I think it's only ever happened twice that a league side's beaten the other side by a point in the history.
Do you know what's beautiful about it is like we're on the coattails of having AFL
Yep.
at the newly renovated South Bunbury ground.
Yep.
You then have a home game, at the grand final home game. You win. It's by a point. It's a great game the entire time. $20 on the door for everyone. You've got how many thousand people?
There was 4,000 people there.
You've got local vendors. You've got fucking I don't know how many local businesses sponsoring this thing. Like as far as it goes for Bunbury, it was a win.
Oh, it's a massive win. And it's a massive win every year.
What happens when all those people go to Macca's on the way home, they go out, they go to the Rose, they go to bloody pick your spot. Pick
Town
your
was
boys.
pumping.
Right?
Apparently. I didn't go out, but I heard that the Rose was going off.
Of course.
And like, town, I haven't been to Fitzy's or any of them joints in years, but apparently they were going off. So it's sort of like not only did going to the grand final make good numbers for the actual game itself in the Southwest Footy League, but it just made Bunbury so much bigger and better for the night, you know what I mean? And made money for, I guarantee, 90% of every business that was open.
Yeah. And even you said Sunday was a bit bloody interesting because there was no one out and about.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit quiet in the CBD.
But it's because fucking everybody was pissed at the game last night.
Yeah, so.
I was even talking to a homegirl who just bought the rink.
Yep.
And she goes, since we opened, we've had big days. She goes, and Sunday was dead. I'm like, yeah, grand final the night before, and it's the first nice Sunday.
Yeah.
Everyone's at the beach.
No one wants to be in the rink, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm not saying they don't want to be in there, but
yeah, but you're competing against the first nice hot day. Everyone's like, I took Louis for a big 10K walk that day.
Yep.
And dude, it was like it was the middle of summer.
Yeah, and it feels like it's back because I'm. To be fair, I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow, and I checked the weather. I was just listening to the radio yesterday, and it was like a Melbourne radio, and it was raining. I was like, four seasons one day. Better
and
bring
you
a
paid
hoodie.
good money to go there. Just remember that. What are you doing for accommodation?
Fortunately, because it's players trip as well, the boys are like, oh, we've got a sofa bed, so just crash
Sick.
on the sofa bed.
Perfect.
I'm like, sick. So like, this was all planned out. Like Kevin, our captain, is if you want something planned and done, he's the man. If you get boys going, oh, we're thinking about doing, like grand final this year, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee 9 out of 10 people say the idea with no further thing.
Yeah.
But if it's Kevin Chitty, it's getting done.
Yeah.
Like, it is getting done. He'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And then just be like, right, you owe me money. You owe me money. You owe me money.
Yeah.
Seriously, you owe me money. Give me money now. Something. And he'll get it done. He'll not force people to come, but if you say yes, you're coming.
Yeah,
You know what I
he's
mean?
counted you in.
He's counted you in, and he's already taken the next step for you to be coming, you know what I mean? So don't be like, oh, yeah, I'll come. Oh, yeah, it'll be fine.
Don't show up.
And then get told it costs too much over your budget. I mean, money's money if it comes back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what's sort of gone through my head too with this whole thing. It's sort of like money comes back.
Oh, yeah, and also,
This
like, dude,
opportunity.
now's the time.
I'm on a high.
Yeah.
I'm on a big high. You know what I mean? Like,
It's funny, like, I even sent you that fucking soppy message the other day. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, I've watched you fucking build up all year, the sobriety, the weight loss, the fucking, and like, dude, I think I said it on the Durac podcast, like, I don't know anyone who takes anything as seriously as what you do football.
yeah. Oh, man, I love it. I love it so much. And like, this is honestly the pinnacle for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
This feels like a nice, like, gift back to you, though.
oh, and I don't even want anything. I've got it. Like I've legit got it. I've got a premiership. I'm etched at that football club forever. And I was with the reserves, but just something being the highest level of league football and me having my name etched in it as a league premiership player. I know to some it's like, oh, it's just a game, mate. But like to me and to this football club, it's everything. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking, it takes, on average, if you play every game, it takes 4 to 5 years to play 100 league games.
Yep.
I'm on 86 league games, and it's my 11th season next year.
Wow.
So if I play 14, I'll get my 100. And that is another thing I've all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Is 100 league games. So your best bet, I'm pulling my finger out just so I can get to 14. Like,
So
I want to play the whole year. I want to get back to back.
Yeah.
I want to win next year. I want to get a three-peat for the club and back to back for me. But I just want that 14 games. You know what I mean? Like,
I was going to say that this is a really easy point for you to drop off and go, I'm just going to get fat and become a dad now.
Nah, I want to win again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say, it's cliche, addicted to the feeling, because I'm definitely not. But I've been fortunate to be in a grand final every year for the last 4 years.
Yep.
So 2022, 3, 4, and this year, 25. And that doesn't happen very often. Clubs don't get to play in grand finals every year. You know what I mean? Like, there's clubs like Collie and Harvey and Dunsborough at the moment, but they're only new to the league, but like Dunsboroughs and Donnybrooks and all that sort of stuff, they've actually really struggled to make grand finals. I don't think Harvey's made a prelim since like 2016, 17.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Collie hasn't made a grand final since 2016.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's hard. Like, it's so hard because, you know, teams are good, then they're bad, then they're good, then they're bad, and you just got to try to catch it at the right time.
How much of this year's team do you think are going to flow over to next year?
I think we'll be pretty good. I think we might lose maybe one or two. I think, like, our team for the last 3-4 years has been like pretty much identical. Yep. So committing to the club for that long is hard because people still want to live their life, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
you do have life, you have family, you have work.
I think a few boys are going to go away, but I think they'll be back, but they're just going to go away. They're just going to go on a holiday. They're going to go on a little holiday. We might be losing one that's finishing up. But I know, two of them are going on a holiday, a bit of a longish one, so they'll miss a little bit of footy. But I think they'll be back by the end of the year. So that'll be fine. But yeah, I think we should be around the mark again next year. Yeah.
So what happens between now and pre-season?
It's pretty much just like reload, really. So I've got a personal trainer, Jackson Athletic Performance, and he just pretty much flicked me a message yesterday saying, congrats, I've reviewed your program. It's just an easy couple of weeks coming up. Just, do what you can.
Just take it, yeah.
And then back into it in 4 weeks, getting ready for a big pre-season. So that's how much it takes nowadays, I feel like, down here as well. Some people have natural talent that don't train and they're just superstars, you know what I mean? But for someone like myself, I know I need to put in, up to almost 11 months worth of work to get to where I am now, whether it's me just sitting on the bench for 3/4 of a game or half a game, you know what I mean? Like, but it's probably one of the benefits with our team though. I know I'm good enough to take a bloke's spot in our team and do his job just as good, but he just does his job good for longer.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why he's in the starting 18 and that's why I'm on the bench in the starting 22.
So you're arguably, with what you just said, your holdback is your athletic ability. It's not your skill ability.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd probably say that. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just a sore body. I feel like a 40-year-old man in a 27-year-old's body. You know what I mean? But like, and that's my fault. That's me over the years not looking after my body as I should have. You know what I mean? But I'm working on that now to get better. And
it's funny actually. I've been doing Pilates all month this month, which has given me a lot of time to think because it's very slow. It doesn't ask for much of you. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but I am. And I was sort of like thinking about it yesterday during Pilates. Like, I'm 32. Outside of my skating career, I am by far the fittest, most flexible, most mobile I've been my entire adult life. Like these runs, these rides, like, I fuck with myself. I go out for these long runs by myself and only try and breathe through my nose. Try and go the whole time, just like don't breathe through your mouth, just your nose. So I'm just sitting on, sub 5 minute pace and just the whole time like a bloody freight train.
Yep.
And now I'm like, great example. I rock up early to the run. I just like do 5Ks by myself. It's at a crazy pace. I finished with the boys and like I was hurting. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny how like that. I don't know. I'm sort of saying the opposite of what you're saying, I guess, but I'm not saying that I disagree. But man, I'm just like sharpening. I'm sharpening. Also, I'm a fat fuck at the moment as well. Like I feel like I can feel everything move when I run, which I've never had as an adult.
Yep. Well, I definitely feel myself. I've like probably added on like weight and stuff, which is no issue to me because I know I can lose it. You know what I mean? That's probably one of the biggest benefits to the whole like carnivore thing that I did is that, I might add some weight back on, but I know I can lose it. You know what I mean? Like I know I can do it. If I've done it once.
Learning that about your body as well.
Yeah, I know I can do it again. And it might be a little bit of torture for a few months, but what's a few months in a lifetime, if you know what I mean? Like it's not a lot, you know what I mean? So
also you're not smoking cigarettes and doing cocaine either.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm a upstanding citizen.
Yeah, sure. but no, I mean like those. I feel like, you know, sometimes I'll be like, fucking, I'm getting a bottle of Pepsi Max tonight. Yeah. Because one thing with sobriety, you really learn that you need some escape. Yeah. And like,
trust me, I've got a carton of Coke Zero at home.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. And I feel like, because I hate people who say I got an addictive personality. Shut the fuck up. You don't know who you are. But one thing's for sure, like I dealt with every win, every loss, and every neutral moment with smoking weed before. And I know that when you stop smoking weed, something has to fill that void. Yeah. I had a win. I'm like, I don't know, you know. And now when I'm like, I've got so far past that I'm like, I've had a big day, and I don't need a reward. I don't need to wind down. I just need something. Yeah. I'm going to the fucking servo and paying too much for a Pepsi Max. Yeah. You know, and you have to be able to go. It's better than going and buying a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, you go to the exact same place where you go buy a packet of cigarettes and you spend almost, you spend, say, $6 on a bottle of Pepsi.
Did you spend 10%?
Yeah, what you would spend $60 on a bloody
pack of
darts. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, I've just saved my body. I've just saved a bit of cash. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like you might want to, I'm going to slow down on drinking, save a bit of money or something like that. But it's like, well, nothing wrong with buying a bottle of Pepsi instead of buying a 6-pack of beer. You know what I mean? Like you're still saving money. You just, you still got to spend a bit to save a bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make much sense, but.
No, I think it's also just being reasonable with yourself, you know? Yeah. It's like, I'm going to, because we all want to believe, especially like us fucking competitive young men. Yeah. You're like, I could cold turkey anything, you know? You could take away my fingernails. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'm hard. It's like, actually, the slog, like, dude, and you want to talk about slog? The slog of business. Yeah. You got to rock up every day. Yep. Early too. You got to rock up early, go home late. You got to, every phone call, every interaction, every decision, everything is a slog. Yeah. Dude, get me a Pepsi Max.
Trust me, man. This last week, since grand final, I've ate like fucking shit.
Yeah, let's go.
And I don't even care.
What are we talking about? Talk to me.
Mate, after the game, we had Pizza Hut pizzas just waiting for us.
Oh, yeah. And give me a whole one of them.
There was heaps of them. There would have been enough for, mate, there would have been 40 pizzas there.
Really?
Yeah, there was heaps. It was like players first.
Yeah.
And then anyone else can like dip in after. And then like at the pub the next day at the Rose, it was at the Prince, it was pizzas and chips.
Just carbs.
Like, just carbs. Just
carbs
like,
and salt, hey?
Yeah, just like, you know, food to eat, you know. You want to eat after you're on the piss, if you know what I mean. Or some do. Yep. And I reckon like, it was fast food every day.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm big on looking after myself fast food wise, like my treat after a game. Yep. And it's usually KFC. It usually always is. And I just hadn't had it yet. And it was like Monday. I was like, I haven't had my post-footy KFC. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I'm getting it today. So I just went and got it. You know what I mean? Like,
is KFC your go-to fucking fast food always?
Nah, definitely not. But mine's probably like more of Zambreros or I like Zambreros.
Are you talking nachos or a burrito?
Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll get a bowl. Yep. So a bowl, or I'll get Nando's. I haven't had it in a minute.
Yeah, Nando's chips slap as well.
Yeah, I love Nando's. So
are you a snack box guy? Halal snack pack?
yeah, me and Jirak are big snack box guys. Eh?
What's your go-to snack box in town?
I'll get obviously from what's it called? Bloody Orpha.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orpha. Is it Orpha? Is that the name?
Dude, in town.
Yeah, in town.
Yeah, so out of anywhere you can go.
Oh, nah, the one the one in...
There's only one right answer. Be very fucking careful.
Is it Bunbury Kebab near where Eagle Boys used to be?
That's the right answer. Yeah, it is.
Where Eagle Boys was on the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lebanese dudes in there.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't know where Eagle Boys used to be too.
Yeah,
just
huge reference.
Yeah. The Eagle Boys, where that was, there. And I'll just get like the doner.
Yeah.
With love spice. So it's hot chili and garlic aioli.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hot chili, garlic aioli. All right, and you going with the lot double meat, double cheese?
Yep, and I'll add something else to it. I get lettuce. I get lettuce on top.
Oh, because you're a healthy sort of takeaway.
No, I just like shredded lettuce. Like I'm big on shredded lettuce.
It's a nice texture thing as well, but
yeah, I'm huge on it. I actually, when I was doing carnivore, I was like, it was like a little bit of a cheat night. I wouldn't even say it's a cheat night, but we were at a camp for footy. We do a footy camp every year, and this year we did it at it's in Freo. It's like a campsite in Freo.
Yeah.
But anyway, we went out that night in Freo. I was starving. There's a kebab shop there. I was like, can I get a meat box with no chips, just meat?
Just meat.
And lettuce underneath. And he's like, yeah, I could do that for you. I was like, just like, pretend the lettuce is the chips. He's like, yeah, I can do that. No worries. Aussie fella. But yeah, it was unreal.
Ooh, questionable being Aussie, mate.
Yeah, but he did the job. Like, he did exactly what I wanted. So I was happy with it. And yeah, it was hot chili, garlic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and just, yeah, it was just so different. You know what I mean? Because when I first went back on the carbs, it really rocked me.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, no carbs, your body's just like, what's this? Where have you been? Where have you been? You know what I mean? So I'm glad I didn't get like chips or anything like that. And I was still sober then too. So, but yeah, it was, it's been a whirlwind, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like the sobriety and all the carnivore. Carnivore was hectic because that was same meal so I had 2 meals a day, same meal every single day and every single night, exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it was mince. It was a cup of mince mixed with. So I made like a kilo of mince that would last me 5 days.
Yeah.
I'd mix 8 eggs into that, so scrambled, mix into that, and then get 2 avocados and put that in as well. It was just like this. It was like prison sludge.
Dude, it's not a bad mix though. That's sick.
But it was just like prison sludge, and then maybe like some hot chili sauce on top.
Yeah.
And that was lunch every single day.
Yeah.
So it was about just under a cup a day of mince for lunch. That's it. Cup's 250. Yeah, so just under 200 grams a day.
Yeah.
And then dinner was a Scotch fillet steak with 3 eggs and half an avocado.
Didn't you were throwing blueberries in there at one point?
Blueberries and strawberries were in there as well for a little bit at the start, but then I was like, no.
Eating like a bear, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just eating all natural foods and that sort of stuff.
Sitting on the couch, shirt off, sauce all over your fucking chest.
It got a bit hectic there for a bit, but got it done. I changed up like maybe once every blue moon, like to maybe like just grilled chicken. But I was like, oh, this feels weird. Give me a Scotch fillet.
Yeah, and also fucking red meat's sick.
Yeah, I love red meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. I was going to farmers market and buying the logs of Scotchy for like $110 and just cutting them all up myself, freezing them because I was just, A, I was saving money and B, it was good quality meat.
Yeah,
like, from the farmers market. So they ended up, like, they were good lads too, the blokes behind in the butcher. They were just like, yeah, mate, got a few at the back. Grab them for me and all that sort of stuff. So even like Pete's, went to Pete's a few times and got steaks and all that sort of stuff. So but yeah, it was awesome. So much fun doing it. But it hurt, but made for a better year. Made me feel a lot better as a person and got me, without even any intention, it got me to my ultimate goal. You know, which was
sitting here with the flag talking about it.
Yeah, sitting with the flag. that I will give back to the football club this week, because I had this same conversation on another podcast.
Oh, really?
Last year, yeah, I had the flag.
Oh, this is with
Zave Williams.
Is that uncontested?
Yeah, uncontested. Yeah. So they wanted to get me on to talk about the reserves flag last year, and I did. And they go, "Oh yeah, good to see you brought the flag with you." And I was like, "Yep, just quickly. I don't know, I've got it."
True.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I've got it. So if they do listen, it will be back in your hands in the next few days.
You know what's funny as? I literally make clothing for a fucking living. We'll just give them a bootleg one back and we'll keep that.
Yeah, just hang
they're
this
just like,
up.
what the fuck? This is way too small.
So, but yeah, I've always been the flag. Like, it's always like the flag. It came home with me. One year the trophy went home with me. Like I really appreciate the trophy and the flag. Like all the boys are just like, I've got my medal.
The rest of them are like, let Crawf have it. He loves it.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to it. Like I've always got it. You know what I mean? So, you don't get these opportunities to hold the flag.
Yeah.
Forever. You know what I mean? Like
I feel privileged to have it on the pod. It's fucking cool as.
10 years time, they'll bring it out. They'll bring the trophy out. And
has it got the year on it?
Yeah, it does. Yep, 2025 on the end there.
Yeah, beautiful.
So
obviously the club hangs that in.
They used to hang them up. I don't think they actually hang them up anymore. They'll hang them up in like the bar, behind the bar. But you go to a lot of other clubs and they've got them all like hung up everywhere.
Yeah.
But
it was like the reason to make that is to one day hang it in a bar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a few years back we used to have all our like Colts ones hung up downstairs and all that sort of stuff, and we had all these old photos all through our club room. And then one year they were like, "Nah, we're taking everything down."
Wonder why?
It was because it was to stop looking into the past and being like, this is what we were. We need to start worrying about what we're going to be. Type thing. It was a real like club. So like, we need to.
That's a wild
stop.
action,
because we won in 16, and then we just went to shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like,
you don't want to be the club that used to win.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we're known as the best club in the comp.
Yeah.
We're known as the most hated. We're the most like no one likes us. We're known like the most hated. They feel like we're I don't even know how to explain it.
Like the golden child of clubs.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like you might not understand, but Collingwood of the AFL.
Cousin, I understand, because if I go for any team in the AFL, it's Collingwood. My entire family goes for Collingwood. I get it.
So Collingwood, we're the Collingwood of the Southwest Football League.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can bring it on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me, I've got a ton of mates that hate South Bunbury, but they've got this little speckle of love for it. Yeah. It's because I play for them. And I'm like,
beautiful.
Right, cool. You don't like the club.
Yeah.
Maybe spend a day there and understand. Like, you're missing out. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, I don't like a lot of clubs, but I also know in the back of my head that I've never stepped foot in that club.
You don't know the club.
I don't know the club. I don't know the people. You know what I mean? Like, we've got people at the club that have been there for years. The guy that brought the trophy out when we were doing the national anthem and stuff, Buzzy. Was it Buzzy? Oh shit, I feel bad. He's been our timekeeper for 30 years.
Wow.
Upstairs. So, like, upstairs, making sure the time's right on the game, at home games, for 30 years.
Yeah.
He's been a life member at the club since the 80s.
Yeah.
Like,
what a weapon, eh?
You know what I mean? Like, we've got people like that. We got Frank Wilson, who's the best team manager by a country mile. We have minute-by-minute schedule of when we have to be in our meeting, when we have to start our warm-up, when we finish our warm-up. Like, it's all to the minute. I'm not talking like, 20 past 2 and then 2:30. It's like, nope, we start the warm-up at 2:11 and we'll finish at 2:28 and then get ready, game time at 2:40. Like, it's to the minute. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And he's a superstar. Frank. Oh.
How old is the team? Like, when was South Bunbury established?
Oh, we had 100. It'd be 130, 1897, I want to say.
Wow.
So is that 128 years, about that? Yeah, I think it'd be around 128 years, because we just had our 125 years a few years back. I can't remember the actual year, but...
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we've won the most premierships, I believe, in the state.
Yep.
But if you're going off since it's been the Southwest Football League, I think we've still won the most. But because we've been going since the 1800s.
Yep.
The Southwest Footy League only started in the 1960s, I think, or the 1950s.
Yep.
I think we've won, this was our 17th.
Right.
So I don't know if anyone's got more or less, if you know what I mean. But
that's a crazy stat.
yeah, it was our 30th grand final, and we won our 17th. So we're 17 and 13 in grand finals.
Yep.
So pretty good win record. If you're more than 50%, so, and that's the same with me. I'm 3-1 now.
Yeah.
So 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's pretty good, 75%. So
dude, I've only been to one football game and the team won, so I'm fucking sitting on 100 right now.
You're on 100, so
I'm killing it.
But it was yeah, and even just speaking about that, like the 3-1, my coach, we're at the highway, not the highway, the Prince, and he sort of like didn't pull me aside, but we're just sort of standing in the same area, and him and a few of the coaches came as well, not dressed up, they just came for a few beers, and he just sort of pointed at me, he's like, 2 Resi's flags and a league flag, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good, and just hearing that from him just sort of
but now you know he knows.
Yeah, exactly. And I really don't think he understands how much this means to me either. Like I think he does, but he doesn't at the same time. Like just his effort to even stick by me, you know what I mean? Like there was times where he dropped me, he was like, mate, you just got to do this better, you just got to do this better. And he's done it multiple times. I got dropped this year. You know what I mean? I got dropped in round 6. No, sorry, round 1 I played Resi's because I was coming off a hamstring, just a strain.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't want to play round 1 because you haven't really done enough to get into the side for the start of the year.
Yeah.
I said, yep, fair enough. I'll just try my best in the 2s, and then if I play well, then gives him a reason to pick me.
Yep.
And then it was like round 6, 7 or 8, one of the 2. It was against Bunbury. That hurt that day. That was a tough one. So it was, Durack. I just moved in with Durack, and we were meant to be playing each other. We had dinner all together. We were telling us how much we were both going to beat each other by. You know what I mean? And then I got a phone call that day, not the night, like in the Arvo on the Saturday before the Sunday game. It was the WA Day weekend.
Yeah.
He just goes, oh, sorry, mate, I'm putting you back to the 2s this week. He goes, just get some run in your legs and make sure I have to pick you next week. Give me a reason to pick you next week type thing. Yeah. Bunbury made it to the prelim. We got knocked down in the first round, but we ended up beating Bunbury that day. So it was a real good, I can play. I can still play. I'm still here. And then goes on to pick me the next week. And I didn't leave the side for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So, and
it's sort of nice. So, like, the common theme here is, like, I believe everyone's a block of clay.
Yep.
And everything good or bad can dig out the character inside.
Yep.
And it's like, it really is your decision,
Yeah.
how you're not playing. Do you let that be a fucking chip into you, or do you let it be a nice little, like, no, there's still something underneath, let me keep.
And, like, I don't know if it's PTSD, but, like, after being, like, the disappointment of 2022, like, missing out, and then 2023, like, sort of not really even being involved, but then still losing the reserves grand final. And then 2024, like, I was involved, but I wasn't involved in a playing capacity where I thought I should have been. Yeah. In a way, like, I thought I was still, like, a chance. And then them to win it, like, really hurt. And then for me to go and, like, win it this year, it's just like everything. It's all paid off. It's
redemption.
Yeah, legit. It feels like that. Like I feel like I've paid back the club for all my effort. You know what I mean? Like, to help them win a flag. You know what I mean? Like, I might not have been the best player on the day. I might have been the worst player on the day. But
you were there.
I was still involved in the game. You know what I mean? So that was really like. It was such a. I didn't even know how to feel like when the siren went, because obviously it was like, what the fuck's going on? Siren. Oh my God, we won.
We did it.
We won. You're like, I don't even know what I did. I think I just dropped to my knees, honestly. Like,
What was that feeling in that?
Like, I was on the bench with Bodie Nordal, Ethan Nordal, and Jay Wright, and Ethan just did his calf, so he was like quite emotional, so I was getting around him. And then I went and sat on the bench, and they were all standing up, and they're like, nah, get up. Like, let's egg them on while we're on the bench. I was like, yep, let's do that. And then the siren went, and I just like looked around, and everyone was gone. Because I just ran to like where the footy was, where everyone was, if you know what I mean. I was like, oh my, I gotta go. I
gotta be a part of this.
I gotta do something. And then I just sort of like ran, and then I just took a detour and just went by myself, and then just dropped to my knees for 2 seconds, got back up. I was like, fuck, what do I do now? Yeah, a few young Colts kids come up and give me a big hug, and then I was like, I gotta get to the huddle. And then the first person I looked for was Sean Crane, who's had a lot to do with me this year and for many years, for the last 10 years. He's a bloody superstar. He's in his mid-30s, sort of like I wouldn't say a father figure, but like a father figure, if you know what I mean. Like just an older head, like old head type thing. Just to give me some confidence and all that sort of stuff.
He's Unk is what he is.
Yeah. So like I said, I had crazy PTSD that I wasn't going to be picked in the grand final this year. Like, I thought I was going to get dropped until I even had Burjo say to me, don't worry, like 2 weeks before, don't worry if we make the grand final. Like, he didn't actually say it, but he pretty much said it. Don't worry, if we make the grand final, you're playing.
You'll be there.
Pretty much said it.
Yeah.
And for that whole 2 weeks, I was still like,
holding your breath.
I'm not playing. Like, I'm not going to play. I thought of every single scenario that made me miss. And I went over and over in my head. And it was, I don't know why I think like that. I think it's just obviously because of what's happened in the past. But now that it's over and it's done and I'm a Premiership player, I'm like, why was I thinking like that?
Oh, you'll hit the ground running for next year.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it like, why was I thinking like that? I'm a Premiership player. I was in such better nick. I might not have got the game time and the quality that I reckon I could have given out, but I still played my role in the team to win the game of footy. Yeah. And that is the ultimate goal, is winning. Doesn't matter if I have 40 disposals and 4 goals, or I have no kicks, no handballs, and I don't have a single effect on the game. As long as we win, I had an effect in somewhat point of the game.
Fuck
you know what I mean? So it was, and now I look back and go, 2024, nah, I wasn't ready. I wasn't healthy. I didn't put my best foot forward 2023, didn't put my best foot forward 2022, definitely didn't put my best foot forward. You know what I mean? Like, then even going back to 2017, thought I should have been playing, definitely shouldn't have been playing. You know what I mean? Just finished school, you miss out on all that activity during school, gained a bit of weight, got a bit bigger, a bit slower, all that sort of stuff. That's what happened. And that's what happens. You know what I mean? So,
dude, I think the underlying storyline here is definitely that, and like this applies to people who are listening. This applies to you. I've learnt this time and time again. Like, whatever season you're in, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're in the not quite feeling it, feel like it should be something different. You've got different intentions for what the universe has given you. That's all good. It seems to be, in my experience and what you've talked about here, if you really are fucking serious about winning and you just put everything in that direction, even the way you piss in the morning is towards winning and towards being the best possible version of what you can be, the universe pays back in dividends.
Oh, yeah.
And like, dude, I look back at owning Black Ink as a coffee van 10 years ago and it's like, I thought I should have been doing, I didn't understand how I wasn't making, because I wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
I was fucking around. You know, I was bloody writing myself off 4 days a week. I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was making the wrong decisions. I knew I was doing it. I knew. Deep down I knew. And it's like now I wanted to say this a bit earlier as well, for people who are listening, I have delusional optimism about my future.
Yeah.
I am playing as if I'm going to fucking win. And if you saw the financial situation that I have maintained for 5 years on my back against the wall to fucking keep on keeping on, you would wonder how anyone has any endurance to last this long, it's because it's not going to last.
Yeah.
It's because when that day comes that I'm running black, and when that day comes that I can go and, just go to the shops and buy what you want, and the day comes, a big opportunity comes towards you, and you can say yes because you've done all that work. It's like, dude, when you're in the middle of that delusional optimism, just keep fucking pushing.
Yeah, just keep going.
Keep pushing. How many times did you want to break carnivore? How many times did you want to break sobriety? How many times do you want to take, not go to fucking training or whatever it is? Like, brother, you just fucking keep going.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, even, probably sounds like a bit like I'm, what is it? Like going against what you just said. But like, that was the best thing about like, you've been through it as well with the sobriety. Like you actually get to a point where you just don't want to do it. And it's like, oh, this is great. I don't want to break sobriety. This is awesome.
Yep.
And even with like training, I love footy training. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know why some blokes don't. You get an hour with your mates, hour and a half with your mates, and you forget about everything.
Yeah.
Everything is gone.
Yeah.
Like,
breathe the fresh air, you're fucking in a team.
I might have had an argument with my boss at work or something, or, maybe argument with anyone.
Yeah.
Could be a family issue, anything, you know what I mean? And then you get to footy training, the first person you see, oh, g'day, Crawf. Hey, mate.
You're out of it.
You're out of it. You're locked into footy. You know what I mean? Like, and then, you're training, you're locked in, and we train with purpose. Purpose is the word. Like, we train with a purpose. There's a reason behind why we're doing certain things, which just makes it a better experience.
Dude, your coach is why-based.
Yeah.
Do you know the start with why theory?
No, I don't.
So anything that you do, whether it's work, relationship, fucking activity, hobby, whatever it is, if you have a why, you can always figure out the what. But if you only have a what, like, I'm going to work. Well, why are you going to work? To make money. Well, what do you need money for? To live. Okay, well, what does that mean? Like, what lifestyle do you want? If you can answer those questions and get really, really nitty gritty, you always have a why. If you start with the why, then the what is easy. So if you go, right, I'm just trying to have a good life, I'm trying to not work too much, I'm trying to have good relationships, it's like, cool, we can start making career decisions, we can start making wife decisions.
What you need to do.
And purpose directly ties into why. Your club, the baseline of your club sounds like you're giving everyone a reason to show up. So then showing up is easy.
Oh, yeah.
And once you show up, you've done half the battle's half done.
Yeah.
We've got all our boys here, we're working together, and then on top of that, it comes to skills and athleticism. Dude, everyone's doing skills and athleticism. The why's the gravy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like the way, just the way he explains it and gets it through to us, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of boys are, because we've had him for so long as our coach, it's sort of like it's just embedded in our brain now. Like, we just know, we see cones set up for a drill, we already know what it is. He'll just go, righto, we're going into this. And it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, go to the back and figure it out, because I know a lot of boys do know what they're doing, you know what I mean? So, one of those things. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's a unreal coach, best coach I've had. Don't know how much longer he's got, but...
Sounds like he can't go anywhere, but...
Oh, I hope he doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So, but we'll see how we go. Footy clubs change all the time. You know what I mean? You can't be, and I know that. I'm sure everyone knows that. You can't be good forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? You cannot be good forever.
Yeah, everything's got an expiration. And also, everyone's got their season. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think one of the biggest things is, like, I don't know. I think the easiest example is, like, fighters, You see fighters, like, a bit of a shit fight, 2 shit fights in a row. You're like, all right, is this a lull or is this time?
Yeah, you're done.
You don't want to wait until you've been knocked out horrifically.
It's like father time catches everyone in sport. You know what I mean? Like, it really does. You see guys that want to go another year or something like that, and they're just sort of just like, you're just clinging on to another contract.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like, maybe pull the pin. You see it a lot in basketball. But yeah, like, he's a background coach. He's a very good businessman too. So he's obviously
there you go,
brought some of that into his.
What business is he?
He owns Southern Built Homes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a building company. I think, it's in Donnybrook.
Yeah.
So, and he just builds homes, more like boutique homes. Yeah.
Also, being a builder, you got to think 100 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, he owns that. He works, all over the southwest. Doesn't really do much around Bunbury. It's more like Denmark, Albany, Manjimup, down that way type thing. Bit in Dunsborough. He's got one in Eagle Bay at the moment.
Oh, beautiful.
So, yeah. So he knows what he's doing, and he obviously brings his work into footy, if you like, stuff that he knows, and he's really good with the group, knows how to get his eyes. He knows how to get people locked into a situation or anything like that. So but yeah, spoke about him enough today. I'm sure if he listens, he'd probably be getting a bit sick of it, to be honest.
No, that's all right. He bloody took you to the Premiership. And got the flag,
back to back for those boys. I'm back to back with a reserves in the league, but still back to back. But just got the one that I wanted. Yeah, you know what I mean, like.
And so you're returning it back to the club and just like still holding on to it as you're like, yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, I'll probably just leave it somewhere. In the club room somewhere. So I'm obviously heading away tomorrow, so I'd probably be good. We've got our presentation night next Saturday night, so they'll want to have it for then, which is obviously fair. And it's also not mine. Yeah. So it's their property. So for even them, I'm sure like they know that it's not going to get damaged or hurt or ripped or anything like that in my possession. So, but it's pretty good. It's one of those things. You can wear it like a cape. Yeah. You boys wear it like a cape, and it's just been hanging over my door for the last. And having Durack at home, you know, Bunbury League player. Yeah. You're looking at it going,
what is? Oh, that's the flag. I remember. Yeah, we got that last weekend.
It's good. We went to the beach. I went to the beach just before I came here, and we were just talking. I was like, you know what? If we're not up to scratch next year, like if it just happens to be that we're not up to scratch and we don't make it, gee, I hope he's make it, and gee, I hope he's win, because it's the best fucking feeling in the world. Yeah. Like,
I feel like Durack bloody deserves it as well.
Yeah. Oh, mate, after everything he's been through, and you know, hopefully, you know, another year, hopefully another few boys come back to Bunbury, and you know, we like making a competitive comp. You know what I mean? Felt like last year it was really easy. I think if you speak to anyone that's won both years, so won last year and this year with the league side, I think this is just off me. I think if you were to ask anyone which season was better to win, I think they would have said this one. It was just a little bit harder. Yeah, obviously, the 1 point win at the end of the day. Busso had our measure early in the year. We had a bit of a rough trot at the start of the year, so it was like, I think we won round 1. We won by a point. Round 2, we had a bye. Round 3, we won by 7 points. So it was like close games. Yeah. Round 4, we won by about 60, 70 points against one of the lower sides. Yep. But then round 5 and 6, we lost. So they were our first losses in a whole year, because we were undefeated the year before. So we lost to Donnybrook. They touched us up, and then we lost to Busso. And they touched us up as well. So
how many times did you play Busso this year?
Lost round 1, or first one. I think we played them 4 times. Yeah. And we're 3-1. Yep. So they got us early, and then we finished them off late, which is good. But yeah, like nothing, like we prepared for that Busso side, like no tomorrow. Like nothing against Busso. They are an unreal outfit, and I'm sure they'll be bloody good again. Yep. They've got a really good coach, Matt Jamison. I've got a lot of respect for Matt. Jamo, I don't know why I call him Matt, but Jamo. He actually was a part of our footy club back in 2016. So like they do, you know, coaches do move. Around. You know, my old coach was a Donnybrook coach back in 2018 when they won. He's done more than just 1 year. He did a few years at Donnybrook, plenty of years at Donnybrook. But Jamo was also the coach at Margaret River when they went back to back. They went back to back a few years ago, and they actually beat us in one of those games. So like, there's that little rivalry between like Jamo and Burjo, the two coaches, and
interesting.
You know, he said some words after the game. Obviously,
dude, there's so much fucking
mate,
background.
But, so Jamo was a part of our 26. He was like a part of the coaching. In 2016 when we won the flag, so he's kind of won one with us as well. So we're quite close with him, and it's actually one of the Busso boys that played in that grand final in 16 with us. So there's like people go from place to place. You know what I mean? But yeah, like kudos to Busso. They had an unreal year. Obviously, it has to be a loser. And fortunately for me, we won and they lost because I'd never wished them to win.
Yeah,
that's
of
just
course.
competitive, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, kudos to them. They had an unreal year. And, as much as they were close, they weren't close enough. But, yeah, good. They seem like a good bunch of lads. Don't really have much to do with them. But I know Jamo's, training them well and to hopefully go again next year because they're going to be, I reckon they'll be just as good next year and hopefully we're just as good as well and we give them a fair crack. So,
all right, we better fucking do the thing because
Yep.
we're pushing 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Anything you want to promote, shout out, thank, hate?
Definitely not hate. I'm in too good of a mood this week
Yeah.
to hate anything. Just once again, like the whole point, not the whole point of the pod say, but a bit of it was about the flag, and I just quite honestly speechless on being a Premiership player. It sounds a bit cliche, obviously just being country footy, but this means a lot more to me than people think, and the footy club's done so much for me, and it gets me a little bit emotional. Just the path I've taken to even get here, to have one, and I'll cherish it forever. That's for sure. So
Bloody oath.
other than that, shout out to BY80, shout out to the boys.
Let's go.
I'll be back in a few weeks, ticking the legs over, and
You will be back in a few weeks. I'm going to make sure of it.
I'll be back. Not this weekend.
Yeah.
A bit busy, just a little bit busy.
Just a little busy.
But next weekend I'll be there. That's presentation night. So I'll get the K's in before presentation
Earn
night.
your chockies, eh?
Yeah, I think it's earn the chockies, you know what I mean?
Shit,
So,
right.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on the pod, Crawf.
Thanks for having me on again.
Fucking oath. Everyone be good to your mum because we are out.